Yo, what up y'all? IntraVenus here, back with another episode of P.O.L Gamer View. Today we're doing part 5 of PSP GEMS, and we're going to take a look at 5 classic game collections released on the PlayStation Portable. Now, a lot of people might know, but if you don't, there are a lot of collections on the PSP. And what I mean by that is not like a bunch of games that you buy in a stack. I mean like the Sega Genesis game collection, which is the first one we're going to start out with. All these games have dozens, sometimes 20, 30, 40 games on the disc. And there's unlockables, there's upgraded graphics at times, there's save spots. There are games that you never knew existed from some of these companies because they were rare or in a low print back in the day, and you get to play them on these collections. This is really fun. In fact, if you're going on a road trip, especially, you might want to load your PSP up with some game collections. Now, there are far more than 5 on the PSP, so we're going to do more than one of these, but this is the first one, and we're going to start it out with the Sega Genesis collection. Let's take a look. Sega Genesis Collection, or the Sega Mega Drive Collection known in PAL regions, is a compilation of video games developed by Digital Eclipse and published by Sega for the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation Portable. The collection includes 28 Sega Genesis games from a variety of genres, as well as unlockable classic Sega arcade games, with different sets of arcade games for the PlayStation 2 and the PSP versions. A sequel was released in 2009 called Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Now, you'll see in this footage not only some classic gameplay from some of your favorite Sega Genesis games, but there's also unlockables for doing things like hitting a certain amount of points in certain games, or just simply playing a game for the first time. You might unlock a really cool interview from a game developer. These are really cool games, all of them. Unfortunately, Sonic 3 is not on the PSP one, but it's got Sonic 1 and 2, a bunch of awesome games, and there are so many unlockables, and not just interviews, there are games to unlock too. Really cool. So what do y'all think about Sega Genesis Collection? The classic collection for the PlayStation Portable. I recommend getting it for sure, as this is probably my favorite out of all the collections I've played so far on the PSP. There's just so much, so many things you can do, so much to unlock, reasons to go back and play these games. So also get the PS2 version because there's awesome stuff on there too. Alright, so next up we're going to do Activision Hits Remixed. These are really old retro games, and they might not be for everybody as games have changed and evolved quite a bit since this time. But let's take a look at Activision Hits Remixed and see what they have to offer. Activision Hits Remixed lets PSP system gamers relive the dawn of home console gaming while on the go by delivering over 40 of the biggest Atari 2600 titles, such as Pitfall, Kaboom, Chopper Command, Stampede, Keystone Capers, and more, all on the PSP. Alright, what did y'all think about Activision Hits Remix? Is that something up your alley? Some of these games are so simple, yet hard. Some of them can be pretty difficult too. And that's the fun part about some of these, is on a PlayStation Portable, you might want to play something on the go for a simple amount of time, 5 to 15 minutes, just to fill a gap of time while you're waiting to do something. Say you're on a short bus ride and you don't want to be playing an hour worth of an RPG. You might just want to pick up an old Atari classic game and just blow some stuff up, you know, get a high score or two until you get to your final destination. Now for the third game, let's go ahead and take a look at Taito Legends Power Up. Taito Legends Power Up is a compilation of classic Taito video games released for the PlayStation Portable system. Patterned after the Taito Memories series for the PlayStation 2, Power Up marks the first release of the franchise on a portable gaming system. The Japanese version is called Taito Memories Pocket and has 16 games. The Western versions remove Rainbow Islands Extra and replace it with 6 other games for a total of 21 games on this Western compilation. Now, Taito Legends is another one of those where it may appeal to some and then not to others, as these are some older type games. But there's a lot of fun to be had, and I just love all the extras available in all of these games, especially when you can check out the box art or the way the cartridge looked. So what did y'all think about Taito Legends Power Up? Is this something you might want to add to your PlayStation Portable? It might be worth it for all these extra games in one small package. For our fourth game, we're going to do EA Replay. Now, EA stands for Electronic Arts, and back in the day, they made a lot of good games. As of late, they seem to be picking up momentum a little bit again, but also I think they might be up for sale, and they went through a period where they just did a bunch of crappy sports games and stuff like that. But this has some really good classic games that you wouldn't expect to see on the PSP. Let's go ahead and take a look. EA Replay is a retro-themed compilation for the PlayStation Portable comprising a number of classic games. It was released in the United States on November 14, 2006, with Australian and European releases shortly after. A sequel, EA Replay 2, was planned, but it was canceled. Now, on this game, you'll see some quite interesting titles like Wing Commander and Road Rash 1 through 3. I really like this compilation, and as so far, I would say this is my second choice as my favorite. The first one would be Sega, and I like this one second. But I think number 5 might go ahead and bring us up. Think about EA Replay. That game is a very good collection. Not quite as many titles on it as some of these other compilations, but it's a good one. So for our final game today, we're going to do Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded. And Capcom Classics had 2 collections on the PSP, and we're going to cover the other one on our second part for this. But the first one is called Reloaded, the second one is called Remixed, and each one has its own collection of games, a massive collection, and some fun extras. Let's take a look. Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded offers arcade classics which can all be enjoyed alone or via multiplayer using the PSP system's wireless ad hoc mode. Game sharing abilities not only pushes Reloaded over the compilation echelon, but presents the opportunity to be challenged just like the good old arcade days. For those wanting to experience the games in their original presentation, the screen settings can be changed to suit just that. Relive Capcom's history and save your bonus features by earning credits towards Reloaded's themed slot machine to unlock a buffet of goods including original art, playing tips, and secret codes. More than 15 arcade-perfect classics on a single UMD including Eco Fighters, King of Dragons, and Knights of the Round. A wealth of added features including game history, playing tips, original artwork, and new secret codes, customizable controls to suit any gaming style. This, my friends, is one of the top tier collections of classic games on the PlayStation Portable. It is a must-have and has some games that were really hard to get your hands on, like Knights of the Round. Really fun, a lot of unlockables, a lot to do. I love how at the end of every game they give you a little scorecard, and show you all kinds of arcade stats that you wouldn't have usually seen playing the game originally, unless you might have been on the arcade. But they are using a new format in that factor.
Round, fight!
So that is the Classics Collection Reloaded. What did you think about that? I think it's great, and I think you'll like Remixed too. That is the end of this episode, part 5 of PSP Gems. I thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the episode, and if you did like it, please hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps me out and it encourages me to make more videos. I'm going to do plenty more PSP Gems videos. There are a lot of PSP games, and a lot of good ones. And, well, number 6 is not too far away. So thanks so much for staying tuned, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Eyes on the prize while I skip in sobriety. Shots on it on my hop in the road. Wait to the go, taking the road, making it grow, taking the go. I don't play when it comes to my fate. I can throw out the quicks on the ground while they're shaking the floor. They can take it some more.